Outside in car number 5, Mark Karen. 2 rows back on the inside, it's the 10 for Josh Allen. Outside the 0 for Keith O'Neill. We're under green. Joe Warren's 13, little Joe Daniels in the 46. The 93 for Chris Frenier, the 11 of Rance Rabtoy. That's your field for this first qualifier for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. Bob Dragoon leads the way into turn 3, but here comes Allen on the inside. And Josh Allen will come by and lead lap number 1. Little Joe Daniels quickly on the move. He's worked his way up to second. He now looks to the inside of Josh Allen as they head into turn 3. Daniels on the inside, Allen on the outside. Allen a little bit sideways, and Daniels will grab the lead. Little Joe's got the lead and starts to pull away from Josh Allen in the 10. Joe Warren's 13, running in that number 3 spot. Here comes Chris Frenier on the move in the 93. Frenier looks inside of Warren as they battle for that number 3 spot, and now Frenier will take third. Lance Raptoe on the move in the 11. He takes the 4th spot away as Keith O'Neill will go to 5th. As Joe Warren was caught on the outside, and he'll now settle into that number 6 spot. Karen runs 7th, and Bob Dragoon has the best view. Little Joe is halfway in this first qualifier for the Renegades. That lead opens up to about 15 car lengths up the backstretch. Josh Allen trying to hold on to that number 2nd spot as Chris Frenier closes in the 93. Lance Raptoy, Keith O'Neill round out the top 5. Chief starter Weasel Bruno pulls out the popsicle stick, says they are 2 to go. Chris Frenier has closed the gap some in on that 10 car of Josh Allen. But no doubt about that lead car. Little Joe continues to maintain that big advantage. White flag is out for Little Joe. 1 car has gone around over in turn number 4. That's the 5 car of Mark Karen. Cars work their way around Mark. Checkered flag is out this time by. Your winner is going to be the 46 of Little Joe Daniels. Josh Allen gets 2nd. Chris Frenier 3rd. Keith O'Neill will be 4th. And finishing 5th, the 11 of Lance Raptoe. Pelkey right alongside in the 24. They start to pick it up as they come off turn 4. Weasel looks him over, said green flag. Bell gets a good jump on the inside in the 66. He'll stick a nose in front. Keith Pelkey right there on the outside. Pelkey with a half a car length advantage, but Bell comes right back on the inside. Look out, contact between the 66 and 24. Both go around. And Donors 1 is involved, as is the 8 of Mike Chris. Renegades, Cody Kilburn will start on the inside in the 32. Nick Haywood outside in the 29. We are back to the green. Haywood gets a good jump on the outside in the 29. He's going to lead him up the backstretch. Kilburn settles into that number 2 spot in the 32, and Kenny Davies now 3rd in the 9. John Bell, 66, back into that number 4 spot. Mike Chris is 5th, and Ed Donor runs 6. Still maybe some problems at the number 1 car as he has fallen to the back. Caution flag is out as we've got some debris on the backstretch. Safety crews will head out and pick that up. A quicker pace this time as they come off turn 3, head through turn 4, back to the green. That inside line is going to move up quick. Haywood with the lead. Davies is going to go to 2nd. And Mike Chris thinking about following him through on the inside in that number 8. Chris taking a look, but no. Kilburn shuts the door in the 32. Cody holds on to that number 3 spot. Nick Haywood in the Warren Tire Camaro, number 29, leads the way. The Big Joe's Tax Service, number 9 of Kenny Davies. running in that number 2 spot. Kenny closes in the corners, but Haywood seems to pull away on the front stretch. Kilburn running comfortably in that number 3 spot. Mike Chris looks like he's happy to run in that 4th spot. All these cars will assume their qualified position for tonight's main event. John Bell, 66, is 5th. Ed Donor is 6th. They're halfway. Haywood in the 29. Davies closing in once again in the corners. These 2 cars have pulled away from the 3rd place battle. Mike Chris now closing in ever so close to that 32 of Cody Kilburn, right onto the back bumper as they head into turn 3. 2 to go this time by for Nick Haywood. Davies looks inside, but Haywood's still right there in the 29. And now Mike Chris moves through on the inside of Cody Kilburn. Chris will go to the 3rd spot in the number 8. Kilburn back to 4th. White flag is out for Nick Haywood. Black flag out on John Bell's number 66 as some smoke starts to come out of the back end. Nick Haywood in the 29. He'll lead the pack off turn 4. Checkered flag is out. Haywood is your winner. Kenny Davies 2nd in the 9. 3rd spot will go to Mike Chris. 4th will go to Cody Kilburn, and John Bell rounds out your top 5. In the 47, outside Don Brissett in the 58. Travis Stokes goes shotgun in the 63. We are under green. Rogers on the outside, sticks a nose in front. Brian Pugh coming right back on the inside. Robert Gordon thinking about 3 wide. Here goes Dan Dubuque in the middle. Dubuque looking to split them as they head into turn 3. Still room, and here comes that Thunderbird. 3 wide action down the front stretch into turn number 2. Pugh is your leader. Dubuque looking to move up on the outside. Robert Gordon looking for room on the inside. Danny Dubuque is your new leader. Brian Pugh back to 2nd. 3rd spot goes to the 47 of Randy Ledoux. Ledoux quickly moving up on the outside of the 29 of Brian Pugh as he will look to challenge the mighty midget, Danny Dubuque in the 61. He's 2nd. Now Dubuque drifts a little bit high, and there's room inside for Ledoux to come by. And Randy Ledoux will grab the lead. Danny Dubuque back to 2nd. Brian Pugh is 3rd. Robert Gordon 4th. Dave Raptoy is 5th in the 21. Now Raptoy is 4th. He looks to the outside of Brian Pugh. He'll want to take that number 3 spot. Pugh drifts high and moves up in front of him. They're halfway. Randy Ledoux opens up ground on Danny Dubuque in the 61 as Dave Raptoy moves alongside Brian Pugh. The 29, the 21, side by side for that number 3 spot. Now Raptoy moves to 3rd. Pugh back to 4th. Robert Gordon on the outside is 5th. He wants to take that 4th spot away. Don Brissett looks to the outside as here comes Lonnie Rivers inside in the 7. 2 to go for your leader. Randy Ledoux continuing to open up ground on Danny Dubuque. Contact in turn 2 between Brian Rogers in the 12 and Lonnie Rivers, number 7. Both cars refire, will stay green with 1 to go. Ledoux, Dubuque, Raptoy, Gordon, and Pugh. They are your top 5 cars. Checkered flag will be out this time by, and your winner, the driver from West Jay-Z, Randy Ledoux in the 47. Second spot goes to Danny Dubuque in the 61. Dave Raptoy gets third. Robert Gordon fourth. Fifth spot goes to the 58 of Don Brissett. 0-2. That's the CO2 for Mike Riel. Craig Riel in the CO2 goes second. Look out, trouble on Mark Lamberton's 34. He drifts high and nearly avoids that first turn wall. Lamberton continues on. Richard Tesseur in the 49, the B3 for Aaron Barnaby, Jim Introne's 9, and the 21 of Spencer Rushlaw. That's the field in this first qualifier. Greg Atkins leads the way in the 1, Craig Riel second in the CO2. Good battle for that number 3 spot. Barnaby looks to the inside of Tesseur in the 49. Greg Atkins and the G. Atkins Trucking, number 1, leads the way. Craig Riel in that number 2 spot, and what a battle going on for that 3rd spot. Barnaby, contact with Tesseur, 49 goes around. Aaron Barnaby during the weekend of the Enduro 200. Back to green. Atkins on the inside in the 1, Craig Riel outside in the 0-2. Riel will settle into that number 2 spot. Jim Introne's got his number 9 into the 3rd spot, and here comes Tesseur back on the move on the inside in the 49. Tesseur gets room on the inside and goes by Introne. Jim back to 4th. The 21 of Spencer Rushlaw runs 5th. Aaron Barnaby 6th in the B3. They are halfway. Greg Atkins started on the pole, led from the drop of the green flag, and he is just pulling away from Craig Riel as the Al's French fry B3 of Aaron Barnaby goes around in turn number 2, and caution is out. Off turn 4, now he stands on it, we're back to green. Atkins once again pulls away from the Plattsburgh Radiators, CO2 of Craig Riel, as Richard Tesseur looks to the outside of the CO2. Tesseur side by side with Riel for that number 2 spot. Tesseur on the outside will pull by on the backstretch and take over that number 2 spot as Riel goes back to 3rd. Jim Introne is 4th, and Rushlaw is 5th. Richard Tesseur had some problems with Aaron Barnaby in the early going, but that 49 still looks like a strong car. He closes in on the Atkins number 1. Atkins' lead is down to about 6 car lengths as they head up the backstretch. Does Tesseur have enough time to run him down? This time by, they'll see the white flag. 1 to go for Greg Atkins. Tesseur still closing in, but he is running out of time. Craig Riel comfortable in that number 3 spot. As they come off turn 4, the final time, your winner will be Greg Atkins in the 1. Richard Tesseur gets 2nd. Craig Riel 3rd. 4th spot to Jim Introne. And Spencer Rushlaw rounds out 3. Ryan McClench starts 6th. Jim McComb will go shotgun in the 5. Green is out. Good start for Craig Riel. He will lead him up the backstretch. Andy Haywood is 2nd. Mike Bruno looking to the outside of George Foley. They're side by side for that 3rd spot. Here comes Dupree on the inside. Contact between the 22 of Bruno and the 24 of Dupree sends the 22 into the infield and a caution. George Foley, Pat Dupree, row 2. We are back to green. Quickly, Foley has moved into 2nd, right onto the back bumper of Mike Riel. Foley looking for room on the inside, and Riel's right there. Dupree with a 24 into the number 3 spot. Haywood back to 4th, And Bruno has got himself into a qualified spot. He now runs 5th. George Foley now taking a look to the outside of Mike Riel. And here comes Pat Dupree on the inside. Dupree will go to 2nd as Foley's caught out on the outside. George Foley back to 3rd. Mike Riel having another strong run up front in the O2, the Plattsburgh Radiator car. He is your leader. Pat Dupree gets a good run off turn 2, and Dupree will take the lead. The Outback Steakhouse 24 takes the lead up the backstretch. They are halfway. Mike Riel back to 2nd. George Foley again looking for a way-by. Again there was contact made. Mike Bruno now into the 4th spot. Andy Haywood is 5th. Tire may be starting to go away on Riel 02. Door opens up inside. Look out, Riel is sideways and goes around in turn 3. His backup car, that's the number 11. Here they come, they'll pick it up off 4, back to green. More contact at the back, this time Riel 02, the 5 of Macomb and the 11 of McLean. Caution flag once again. To the top 3 cars, they are back to green. Dupree starts to pull away from the 34 of Foley. And Bruno settles into that number 3 spot. Top 3 cars run single file, and it's a good gap back to Andy Haywood's 26. Riel runs 5th in the O2, followed by Jim McComb in the 5. This time by 2 to go for your leader, Pat Dupree. Jim McComb, something went pop on that automobile, and he is coasting back to the garage area. That car has come to a halt at the top of pit road. We should be able to get this one finished before another caution. Checkered flag will be out this time by. It'll be displayed along with the yellow. And the winner is Pat Dupree in the 24. George Foley 2nd. Mike Bruno gets 3rd. 4th will go to Andy Haywood. And 5th spot goes to the 02 of Craig Riel. Center number 90. Shotgun goes to Pierre Berthiaume in the 1. We are under green. Woodruff gets a good jump on the outside. Kane tries to battle back, but can't do it. Woodruff pulls away. Kane settles into that number 2 spot. Chris K.A. runs 3rd. Leon looks to the outside of K.A. Good battle for that number 3 spot. Chris K.A.'s got it. Leon Gagnon wants it. Francis McNeil wants it. So does Martin Waugh. K.A. into that number 3 spot as McNeil in the 6 pulls underneath Martin Waugh. They battle for the number 5 spot as Leon Gagnon runs solidly into that number 4 spot right now. Meanwhile, your leader, Matt Woodruff, in the 55 is checked out. Woodruff pulling away from Andy Kane in the 27. Chris K.A. runs 3rd in the 18. Gagnon is 4th. Martin Waugh has now moved into the 5th spot in the 90 car. McNeil back to 6th in the 6th. Halfway. Now Gagnon taking another look to the outside. That opens the door inside. Martin Waugh contact the 90 and the 4. Gagnon goes around. And in the 55, Kane in the 27, setting the pace back to green. Matt Woodruff again opening up on Andy Kane as Chris Kaye gets a little closer. Kaye will look to challenge for that number 2 spot. McNeil has the 6th car running 4th. Berthiaume is 5th. And Martin Waugh running in that number 6 spot in the 90. Two to go this time by for the Liquor and Wine Warehouse, number 55 of Matt Woodruff. 2 to go for the leader. Andy Kane looks comfortable in that number 2 spot in the 27. SKA seems content to run in that number 3 spot. White flag. Checkered flag is out. Your winner, Matt Woodruff in the 55. Woodruff gets the win. 2nd spot to Andy Kane. Chris Kaye 3rd. 4th spot to Francis McNeil. Pierre Berthiaume will start shotgun in the 20. Green is out. Nice even start. Troubles off the get-go for Toby Ebersol's 82. He's going to go immediately back to the garage area. Huff is your leader. Watson hung on the outside. Here comes Menier on the inside. Sherry Menier in the 3. Rich Watson in the 09. Battle side by side for that number 3 spot. Bucko Branham's 20 is on the move. He started shotgun, and in a lap and a half, he's up to 3rd. Watson back to 4th. Underwood is 5th. Bushy runs 6th. Bucko's got room on the inside of Menier, and he'll go to 2nd and look to run down the 29 of Ben Huff. Branham closing in on the 29 car. He's got the lead down to a car length and a half. Top 2 cars have opened up on Sherry Menier, who's got her 3 running in the number 3 spot. Rich Watson is 4th. Jimmy Bushy 5th in the 11. And Larry Underwood back of the pack in the 73. Bucko looks outside as Ben Huff keeps the 29 on the bottom of the racetrack. Branham right alongside Huff on the back stretch, and Branham sticks his nose in front. Huff tries to battle back on the inside, but that 20 car very strong on the outside, and he's going to go right on by. Branham, your new leader. Huff coming back on the inside. Branham still hasn't been able to get to the bottom of the racetrack, and now he will. He clears in turn 3, and Branham's got the inside line. Branham leads the way in the Northern Sanitation, number 20. The GNS Express, Ben Huff, number 29, runs 2nd. Still a good length back to that number 3 car of Sherry Menier. Jimmy Bushy is now 4th. Underwood's taken 5th, and Watson back to 6th. Two to go this time by for the points leader, Bucko Branham. He's starting to pull away from the 29 car. 2 to go. The battle right now on the Speedway for that number 3 spot. Sherry Menier running 3rd in the 3. Jimmy Bushy right there in the 11. Larry Underwood right there in the 73. White flag is out. Checkered flag, this time by the leader. In the point standings is the leader and winner of this first qualifier, Bucko Branham. 2nd spot goes to Ben Huff, Sherry Menier 3rd, Larry Underwood 4th, and Jimmy Bushy around. Here they come off turn 4. We are under green. Stoner on the inside, Eric Sales on the outside, and Bigor looking for room to make it 3 wide. Howard Stoner's got the lead. Jamie Begor moves through inside and takes second. Sean Duquette has been able to get to the bottom of the racetrack. He now runs third. Begor, your new leader. Stoner drifted a little bit high in the front stretch. That opened up the door for Jamie to go right on by. He's going to pull Duquette's 18 right with him. Duquette now runs second. Eric Sales looks to the inside of Howard Stoner. Eric will take the third spot. Stoner back to fourth. Not for long. Here comes the 79 of Bonnet. And meanwhile up front, we got a change for the lead as Sean Duquette is your new leader. Duquette grabs the lead in the 18 car. Jamie Begor sticking right with him. As here comes that inside line. Bonnet, 79, is into the number 3 spot. And Tyler Terry has moved to fourth. Sean Duquette in the 18 leads the way. They're going to be halfway this time by Jamie Begor's 19 running solidly in that number 2 spot. Halfway. Bonnet in the DeSorcy Emergency, number 79, hasn't really gained any ground on those top 2 cars as Tyler Terry's 76 running in that number 4 spot. Eric Sales is 5th, Howard Stoner is 6th. It's still Duquette and Begor running 1-2. Duquette has not been able to pull away. Jamie's been right on the back bumper. Begor just waiting for Duquette to make a mistake, but that doesn't happen very often. Sean's one of the most consistent drivers in this Sportsman division. Rarely makes a mistake, especially when he's got the lead. 2 to go. Duquette, Begor, Bonnet, Terry, Sales, and Stoner. That's how they run as they come by to get the white flag. 1 to go. Duquette leads it. Begor still right there. Now Jamie for looking room on the inside. No, Duquette shuts the door. Sean Duquette, Jamie Begor, battle for the top spot. Checkered flag is out. Duquette wins it. Begor second, Bonnet third. 4th to Tyler Terry. Eric Sales rounds out the top 5. Automobile. Here they come. Off turn 4. The green is out. Nice jump on the outside by Rick Frenier, and the Atkinson scrap metal car will grab the lead up the backstretch. 3 wide. Here comes Robin Wood on the move on the inside. Outside, it's Richie Turner. Inside, it's Skip Liberty. They stay that way through turn 4. Now Wood moves through on the inside. He's got the lead. Frenier back to second in the 77. Skip Liberty. Richie Turner, battle for that number 3 spot. Liberty on the inside. Turner on the outside. Brian Chris has the 5th spot. Robin Wood starting to open up ground in the Rent-A-Wreck 61. Rick Frenier is second. Skip Liberty runs third. Brian Chris has moved through on the inside. And the Labatt Blue number 98 now runs in that number 4 spot. Richie Turner back to 5th in the 17. Mike Shagnon is 6th. Bob Wells runs 7th. Now Liberty looks to the inside of Frenier, and there's contact. The 77 goes around. JNS Steel Sportsman. Here they come off turn 4. The green is out. Robin Wood, 61 inside. There's some contact again, but everybody manages to get by through turn 2. Now Richie Turner looks to the inside of Brian Chris. The 98's got that second spot. Turner looking for some room on the inside. Door opens up off turn 2, and Richie Turner is going to go to second. The 17 car moves into the number 2 spot, but Brian Chris sticking right with him on the outside. Robin Wood opening up once again on that second place battle between Turner and Chris. Liberty runs fourth in the 59. Bob Wells right on his back bumper. They battle for that number 4 spot. Rick Frenier has got by the 86. Look out, he drifts up off the backstretch. Kicks the dirt up and he'll go back to that number 7 spot. Two to go this time by for the Robin Wood. The Renorak car has the lead. And he's got about a 5-car length advantage over Richie Turner. 2 to go. Top 3 cars have pulled away from the 4th place battle, and that's a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Liberty, Wells, and Shagnon. White flag. Robin Wood, Richie Turner, and the 98 of Brian Chris. Top 3, they finish that way. Checkered flag is out. Robin Wood, your winner. Richie Turner second. Brian Chris gets third. 4th spot's going to go to Bob Wells in the 00. Mike Shagnon will finish 5th in the 86. Of 10, 6 cars will qualify for their spots as this first of 2 for the Warriors. Ready to go under green. Good jump for Kenny St. Germain. He's going to lead him up the back stretch as they are 3 wide. Chris on the inside takes second. Duval moving up on the outside in the 12. Look out. Chris a little bit sideways. That bottles up the rest of the field. Butch Lemire's 57 was involved. There's one other car that has come to a halt at the top of the front stretch, and that is going to bring out a caution flag. Caution flag is out as Bobby Laver's number 5 has Billy Twait 69. Those are the top 2 rows as we're ready to go back to green. Twait's looking 3 wide as they come off turn 4. And Butch Lemire looking for a hole. They are 4 wide as Lemire wisely backs off. Now again, they're going to go 4 wide, this time off turn 4. Amazingly, they make it through. All that scrambling for position has led to a big lead for Dustin Duval in the 12. Bill Twait, 69, has moved into the 2nd spot. Bombard runs 3rd in the 61. They're halfway. Billy Jenkins in the number 3, running in the number 4 spot. Here comes Bobby Lavere. Lavere looking to the inside, and here comes Butch Lemire in the 57. Oh, look out, Lemire gets dumped. Nice job, nice save by Butch Lemire. Black flag is out on the Lavere, number 5. Some anxious moments for Butch Lemire, the 2nd point driver in the 57, but he was able to hold on a nice save. Duval is your leader to the white flag. Checkered flag will fall this time by, And Dustin Duval is going to win it in the 12. Duval is your winner. Billy Twaits will finish second in the 69. Third spot will go to Shane Bombard in the 61. Billy Jenkins gets fourth. Jason Chris rounds out the top 5 in the 33. Parenta and Brusso. D-Moore's 86 doesn't want to go. Green flag is out. The 86 did not want to seem to fire, and that bottled up Rick Donor's 95. 3 wide up front in a turn 3. Brusso outside. Parenta inside. Santillo backed off going into the corner. Mike Parenta leads it. Tom Santillo has that number 2 spot as Brusso's 26 drifts a little bit high. Here comes Justin Donor on the inside. He'll take third as Santillo has the door open wide, and he's going to grab the new. The new leader is Tom Santillo in the 88. Parenta back to second, not for long. Here comes Justin Donor in the 1. He's going to take second. Parenta back to third. McCormick is fourth. CJ LeVere right there in a battle for that number 4 spot. LeVere will now look to the outside of McCormick. Captain Thunder has moved up. He's now in that 6th and final transfer spot with a 95. CJ LeVere trying to get it done on the outside with 2 to go. Justin Donor has closed the gap on the leader, Tom Santillo. It was down to a car length, but now Santillo has opened up 3 once again. The inside line opens up, and here comes Donor to go to 4th. LeVere will get to the inside. He'll take that 5th spot. White flag. Justin Donor looking for a way by on the outside, but again, Santillo's car is strong off turn 2. Santillo and Donor running for that number 1 spot. Rick Donor looking to take the 3rd spot. Checkered flag out. Santillo wins it. Justin Donor 2nd. Rick Donor 3rd. Mike Parenta 4th. And CJ LeVere will round out the top 5. 3. And Speedy Brissett on the outside in the 03. Three wide action in the Bombers up the backstretch as Josh Lavarnway's got the lead in the 34. Josh Laporte right there on the outside. And Whalen runs in the number 3 spot with the 11. Blondo's up to 4th. Jason Blondo in the 5 car has that 4th spot. Josh Blake gets a little bit sideways in the 25. That allows the inside line to move up. Gadway goes to 5th. Speedy goes to the number 6 spot. And Jason McClatchy will take 7th. Terry's going to move by and take that 8th spot away. Josh Lavarnway is your leader in the 34 with Josh Laporte running 2nd. Bombers are going to be halfway this time by. Right now, a good battle starting to develop for that number 3 spot. As Jason Blondo in the 5 looking for a way by Mike Whalen's 11. Speedy Brissett starts to close in on those 2 in the 03. Speedy looking to make it 4 in a row here in the Bomber division. 2 to go. Lavarnway grabbed the lead with a nice move on the backstretch in lap number 1. He's led throughout. Laporte's 45 is 2nd. Whalen still running 3rd. Blondo and Brissett side by side for the 4th spot. 1 to go. Lavarnway, Laporte, Whalen. Now Brissett is 4th on the outside. Blondo is back to 5th. Gadway runs 6th. McClatchy is 7th. Tight gap amongst those entire top 7 cars. Checkered flag is out on the outside. Laporte to win it all. Second goes to LaVarnway. Third spot goes to the 11 of Mike Whalen. Speedy Brissett 0-3 gets Brock Begor row 4. Shotgun onto the field. Goes to the 7 Vermont of Brad Bushy. Green is out. That 7 Vermont car is Larry Underwood's former number 73 that he campaigned here at the beginning of last season. Paul Baker is your leader in the 8 as Kurt Seymour moving up quick on the outside. He challenges Guerin for that number 2 spot. Seymour moves right alongside the 8 of Paul Baker, and Kurt Seymour's got the lead as they head into turn 3. Randy Guerin moving up on the outside to challenge Baker for that second spot as Mike Brissett is 4th. Eric Riel thinking about a 3-wide move in the 0-2. He's running in that 5th spot, but here comes Brock Begor in the 6. Riel swings it 3-wide into turn 3. They're all in chase of Kurt Seymour, who leads the way halfway. Now Riel's 3-wide move works as he gets a good run off turn 2. And he'll go from 5th, 4th, 3rd, now 2nd. Eric Riel all the way up to the 2nd spot. 2 to go. Paul Baker's 8 holding on to that 3rd spot with Brissett 4th. Here comes Chad Collins looking to the far inside. Nice move by Collins. He's now going to go to 4th and look at Baker's 8 for the 3rd spot. White flag out for Kurt Seymour's 357. Riel starts to close the gap, but he is running out of time. Checkered flag will fall as they come off turn 4. Kurt Seymour is your winner. Eric Riel 2nd, Paul Baker 3rd, Randy Guerin 4th, Brock Begor will take the 5th spot in the 6. '77. The Grape Ape does not make the call for this qualifier. Another scratch. Steve Miller was scheduled to drive the 357X tonight, so we've had a couple of cars scratch from this 3rd qualifier. April Bordeaux is your leader in the 23. Gilligan is 2nd. Cody Myers moves through on the inside. He takes 3rd. Bordeaux slips a little bit high, and here comes Gilligan on the inside. Bordeaux sticking right with him on the outside, but now Martin zooming by on the inside. Gilligan is your new leader. April Bordeaux back to 2nd. Cody Myers, 75. Running in that 3rd spot, Josh LeClaire is 4th. Malcolm Woodward runs 5th. Wade Whitney is 6th in the 24 with John Bradley running out the field. They're halfway this time. Gilligan opening up ground on the 23 of April Bordeaux. It's another 4 car lengths back to Cody Myers, 75. 2 to go. White flag out, this time by for Randy Martin. April Bordeaux trying to hold on to that number 2 spot as Cody Myers right there looking to challenge for that 2nd spot. Good battle between Josh Leclerc and Malcolm Woodward for that 4th spot. Checkered flag out for Gilligan. April Bordeaux 2nd, Cody Myers 3rd, Josh Leclerc 4th, Malcolm Woodward is 5th. Front by Bell and Pugh. Now they start to pick it up. Bell gets a good jump and he'll lead him down to the line. The outside opens up for Ed Donor in the 1, but smoke starting to come out of the back end of that 1 car. We've got the 10 of Allen and Dubuque 61 hooked up. They both head through the infield and now back out onto the backstretch. John Bell, the 66 Taylor Auto Repair car, will lead lap number 1. Trouble at the top of the stretch. The Budweiser 8 of Mike Chris goes around, and everybody manages. Ready to go back to green. And another good jump for John Bell in the 66. Donor drifts high in the 1. That allows Kilburn to move up. Here comes Gordon. And now Kilburn looking to the inside of John Bell. Cody Kilburn in the 32 is going to lead him off turn 4. Kilburn, the new leader. John Bell is back to 2nd. Robert Gordon is 3rd. Little Joe looking 3 wide in the 46. He's picking up a couple of spots. Kilburn opens up on the battle for the number 2 spot. Gordon on the inside now goes to 2nd. John Bell, 66, looks to get back to the bottom of the racetrack. He spins. Bell goes to the infield. Contact with the Raptoy 11 and the 2 of Rick Hart. Top 6, top 3 rows, ready to go back to green. 3 down, we're racing once again. Kilburn, your leader up the backstretch. Here comes that inside line, moving up quick. Haywood's 29, goes to 2nd. Ledoux's going to follow him through and take 3rd. Now Haywood looks outside. Haywood swinging to the outside of Cody Kilburn. They're side by side into turn 2. Randy Ledoux's on the move, as is the Raptoy 21. Dave Raptoy now into that number 4 spot. As here comes the 46 of Little Joe. He's now 5th. Robert Gordon back to 6th. Ed Donor runs 7th. Josh Allen is 8th. Joe Warren 9th. Kenny Davies is 10th. Lonnie Rivers settled into that number 11 spot. He's lost some ground on Little Joe on that restart. Haywood couldn't go by on the outside, and inside Randy Ledoux takes 2nd. Dave Raptoy's 21 is going to go to 3rd. Haywood trying to hang tough on the outside. They are side by side for that 3rd spot. Raptoy sideways off 4th. That bobble from the 21 gives the opening for Haywood to get back to the bottom of the racetrack. And Nick Haywood now into that 3rd spot as Raptoy back to 4th. Now it's Little Joe who's caught on the outside. The 46 trying to get it done outside. The 10 car for Josh Allen running in that 6th spot. Robert Gordon is 7th. Lonnie Rivers is now up to 8th. So just 3 spots separate Rivers and the points leader. Here comes Randy Ledoux on the outside. He's looking for win number 2 in the season. He's got the lead. He's going to bring Nick Haywood with him. Haywood goes to 2nd. Cody Kilburn is back to 3rd. Dave Raptoy is 4th. 5th spot goes to the 10 of Josh Allen as he's right alongside the 46 of Little Joe. Renegades will be halfway next time by, and Randy Ledoux starts to open up some ground on that 29 car of Nick Haywood. Haywood running comfortably in that second spot as the 32 of Cody Kilburn runs third. Dave Raptoy's 21 is fourth. Josh Allen is fifth. Little Joe is sixth. Lonnie Rivers is seventh. If they stay that way, there'll be a 5-point gap in the point standings for Rivers. Robert Gordon now into the 8th spot in the H2O. Kenny Davies is 9th. Ed Donor is 10th. Joe Warren runs 11th. Rick Hart is 12th. 13th goes to Keith O'Neill. Black flag out on the Donor 1. That'll move everybody up a spot and move Keith Pelkey into the 13th spot. Randy Ledoux in the 47. Quickly starting to close in on lap traffic. Mark Cairns, number 5, will be the first car to go a lap down. Ledoux works to the outside of Cairns. Next will be a 36 of Bob Dragoon and the 29 of Brian Pugh. Those two cars are battling side by side for position. Now Ledoux looks to the inside of Pugh. He'll get by the 29 and now swing it to the outside to get by Bob Dragoon's 36. Randy Ledoux, Nick Haywood. They run 1-2. Then it's the 21 of Dave Raptoy in third. Josh Allen is 4th in the 10. With 5th spot going to Little Joe Daniels. Lonnie Rivers is right there. Rivers is 6th, but he's right alongside Little Joe. 5 to go. Allen now looking to the inside of Dave Raptoy. He's going to go to third. They are 3 wide coming off turn number 4. Randy Ledoux's 47 has checked out on Nick Haywood, and Haywood is long gone from the third place battle. But what a battle it is for that third spot. Josh Allen, Lonnie Rivers, Little Joe Daniels. Now Raptoy goes around after some contact with a 9 car. Raptoy spins the 21 along with a caution flag is out on lap. Joe right there on the outside. He'll restart 4th. Back to the green. Good jump on the outside for Nick Haywood. He's got the lead. Haywood gets the lead with a great restart. Ledoux is back to 2nd. Allen and Little Joe battle for the number 3 spot. Lonnie Rivers is 5th. Allen is sideways. Raptoy's 21 has gone around in turn 4, but he's got it refired. 3 wide action into turn 3 as they really scramble for those top 10 spots. Nick Haywood, like he was shot out of a cannon on that restart, has now just pulled away from Randy Ledoux. White flag is out for Haywood. Little Joe's now got second. And here comes Lonnie Rivers. Rivers trying to stay right on his back bumper. Rivers, Ledoux battle for the number 3 spot. The winner is Nick Haywood. Little Joe gets second. Third spot to Lonnie Rivers. Fourth goes to the 47 of Randy Ledoux. We're going to be going downstairs in just a minute.
Thanks, Rick. Nick Haywood hopping out of his car right now. Come on over, Nick. Nick, come on over. Nice job, Nick. Started 12th. Had to work your way through some very fast cars and a great restart on the outside. Go ahead and talk about your race.
Well, a lot of the cars kept getting bottled up, so I just took all advantage of their mishaps and made it to the front. And then on the last restart, Randy spun or something, and I was able to get a jump and get in. And then it's clean sailing from there. I'd like to thank Warren Tire, Peru Farm Center, G&G Scrap Metal, and Brusso's Contracting. Without them, we wouldn't be here. So thanks, guys.
All right, congratulations, Nick.
Side of the 26. Greg Atkins will start 5th outside the 55 for the birthday boy, Matt Woodruff. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. Introne leads the pack up the backstretch with Andy Kane right on his back bumper. George Foley moving up quickly. He's now into the number 5 spot as Matt Woodruff drifting high off of turn number 4. Cars to keep an eye on. Mike Bruno's 22. He's the points leader by 3 points over Patrick Dupree in the Outback 24. Right now, just one car separating them. That's Richard Tesser's 49. Jim Intro running strong up front in the 9 tonight. And here comes Andy Kane looking to the inside. Kane on the inside. Your new leader as they come off turn 3. Haywood looks to follow him through in the 26. Andy Kane, Andy Haywood. Side by side, front car goes around. That's Richard Tesser in the 49. The 49 parked in turn 2 will have a caution. They pick it up off turn 4, down the front stretch. Degree is out. Kane on the inside, Haywood on the outside. Foley looks to split them as they head up the backstretch. 3 wide into turn 3. Dupree got caught. Trouble in turn 3. Contact between Matt Woodruff's 55 and the Haywood set the pace off turn 4. Green flag is out. Good jump on the outside for Andy Haywood in the 26. Haywood is your leader. Trouble on the Outback 24. Patrick Dupree in the 24 headed back to the garage area on lap 3. He's going to try to stay out. McNeil goes around. K.A. goes around. Martin Waugh able to continue in the 90. The outside's been pretty good tonight. We'll see how they work off turn 4. Back to green. Haywood on the inside, Foley on the outside, side by side up the backstretch. Mike Bruno thinking about a 3 wide move, but wisely backed off as they went into turn 3. Foley's got the lead at the line. Foley by a half a car length. Haywood trying to come back on the inside. They are still side by side up the backstretch. Now Foley powers away into turn number 3. Foley has a car length advantage. Haywood trying to come back, but Foley's got the inside line. Ryan McClellan comes off turn 4 sideways in the number 11 modified. He's going to get that car refired, and we should be able to stay green. Nope, here they come, caution flag. Green off turn 4, green flag is out. George Foley starts to pull away from the 26 of Andy Haywood. Andy Kane's 27 into that third spot. Mark Lamberton runs fourth. Mike Bruno is fifth. Pat Dupree has quickly worked his way from the back of the pack. He is now up to eighth, right on the heels of Leon Gagnon, who runs seventh. Bruno looks inside of Lamberton. Andy Kane running in that third spot as Mark Lamberton brings the 24L to the outside. Kane trying to come back on the inside. George Foley is checked out on the field. Look out, here comes Dupree. Dupree goes by Kane and Bruno. Mike Bruno got hung up behind Andy Kane, and all of a sudden Pat Dupree made a great move on the inside to pick off both. Right now the battle on the racetrack is for that number 2 spot. Andy Haywood's 26 has it. The 24L of Mark Lamberton is third. Fourth goes to the 24 of Pat Dupree. Mike Bruno is fifth. Andy Kane is sixth. Seventh to Greg Atkins. Pierre Berthiaume is eighth. Leon Gagnon caught on the outside, races side by side with Berthiaume. Caution flag out on the Speedway as we got one car that's come to a halt up in turn 2, and Ryan McLaren Barnaby, Spencer Rushlaw. 13 down, 17 to go, we're back to green. Right rear tire down on Pierre Berthiaume's number 1. Berthiaume trying to limp back to the garage area. He's not going to make it. We're going to have another caution. Inside. Outside, it's Haywood. Here they come, back to the green. Nice move by Andy Haywood to drop to the bottom of the racetrack and hold on to that number 2 spot. As Patrick Dupree is flying up on the outside. Dupree goes to second. Haywood back to third. Lamberton runs fourth. Mike Bruno is fifth. If they stay that way, Pat Dupree is going to be the points leader. We've got trouble again. Caution flag out once again. Foley's got a different dancing partner. It's Pat Dupree on the outside. That 34 car is strong. Patrick's going to just settle into that number 2 spot and run right behind him for a few laps. Mark Lamberton caught on the outside of the 26 of Andy Haywood. Lamberton battling with Mike Bruno for that number 2 spot. Bruno now on the inside, looking to take fourth away from Lamberton. As Mark gets a strong run on the outside to move alongside Andy Haywood. Top 2 cars have pulled away from the third place battle. Mike Bruno doing everything he can to try to find a way by those 2 cars that are running side by side in front of him. Foley, your leader. Dupree is second. Andy Haywood runs third. Mark Lamberton running in the fourth spot in the 24L with Mike Bruno fifth. Greg Atkins is sixth. Richard Tesser seventh. Leon Gagnon eighth. Pierre Berthiaume ninth. Mike Riel's 02 is up to 10th. Now he'll lose that spot to Aaron Barnaby. The gap between the second and third place car continues to expand. As right now Lamberton and Haywood have it to themselves in a battle for third. Bruno has fallen back a bit from that third place battle. Trouble on the Gamache truck, center number 90 for Martin Waugh. Waugh's car has come to a halt in turn number 1, and that will bring out a caution. Top two cars again start to pull away from that third place car of Andy Haywood. Trouble on Mark Lamberton's Outback 24L as he has come to a halt in Haywood. Here they come. Green is out. Bruno quickly looks to the outside of Haywood as they head up the backstretch. And Bruno brings the quickets number 22 into that number 3 spot. George Foley. He leads the way, looking for his second win of the season. Pat Dupree looking to take over the points lead. 1 second. Mike Bruno is third. Look out, trouble in turn number 2. Gagnon around, Berthiaume around. And the caution flag is out. Here they come. Green is out. Foley with another good restart. Opens up some distance between himself and Pat Dupree. It's that same gap back to the third place car of Mike Bruno. 2 to go. White flag on display this time for George Foley. The best way to avoid the mess, be out front. Foley has been for most of the race. Off turn 4 the final time. The double checkers are out for the Shamrock 34. Foley wins it. Dupree second, Bruno third. Fourth spot, Atkins. Fifth spot goes to the B3 of Aaron Barnaby. Martin Waugh sixth. Well, we talked about a tight points race coming in, and by virtue of the second and third place finish, it's going to get even tighter at the top.
Win on the year for George Foley. Here he comes. Nice round of applause for George Foley, everybody. Run over, George. Car driver. That's a little easier to get out without the roof on, huh? Now, on the restarts, it seemed like you really shot out of a cannon. And nice job holding off Patrick Dupree, a very strong runner in second. Go ahead and talk about your race.
It's real good. The car's great. My guys are great. Last week we got out here, and I don't know how, but I absolutely forgot to thank Jim Pulsifer, who gave us a motor to put in this car after we blew up. I'm very thankful to Jim. We absolutely wouldn't be here at all without Jim, and I'm just thankful for that.
All right, congratulations, George Foley, second win of 2008. Back upstairs to Rick Knowles.
Rick Frenier in the 77 and Rick Watson in the 09. The big O, that's the field. We're underage. Shagnon in the 86 has the lead, but here comes Bigor on the inside. Look out, Skip Liberty loops the 59 in turn 2. Liberty gets it refired, will stay green. Jamie Bigor hasn't had a win all season long, but he's got the lead now. Jimmy Bushy, another driver, still looking for his first win of 2008. He runs second. Robin Wood has brought the runner-wreck car into the number 3 spot, followed by Sean Duquette in the 4th spot. Larry Underwood is 5th. Bucko Branham making a move to the inside of Shagnon in the 86. Branham will pick up a spot. Black flag out, I believe, on the Ben Huff 29. Something loose on that automobile, kicking up the sparks. Caution flag is out. Robin Wood, Sean Duquette, side-by-side row 2, back to the green. Bushy drifts high, and Duquette goes right on by. So does Underwood, so does Chris, so does Turner, so does Bucko. Bushy really caught and falling back. Bigor grabbed the lead on lap 1, and he's holding on to that top spot with Robin Wood now running in second. Larry Underwood's got his 73 into the 3rd spot. The Duke at 18 running 4th with Richie Turner 5th. Bucko runs 6th, Brian Chris 7th. Eric Sales is 8th, Jimmy Bushy now in that 9th spot in front of Toby Ebersol. Tyler Terry runs 11th in the 76 car. Jason Bonnet is 12th. Mike Shagnon 13th. Sherry Minier is 14th. Skip Liberty is 15th. Rich Watson battles for 16th with Bob Wells. Then we come back to Rick Frenier 77, Ben Huff and Howard Stoner. Wells goes around in the 00. That car, normally piloted by Chris Reeves, is going to bring out a caution. 7 down, 23 to go. Bigor inside, Wood on the outside. Here they come, green is out. Good start on the outside for Robin Wood, but Bigor coming right back at him on the inside. Richie Turner closing in on the back bumper of that 19. Robin's going to have to get it done on the outside. Turner now on the inside, right alongside Wood for that number 2 spot. And Larry Underwood, he's got a good view of that battle. He's right on Turner's back bumper. Underwood could go right through and take 3rd. Caution is out. Here's on the last restart. Here they come again. It's another good restart for Jamie Bigor. Richie Turner is going to take 2nd. But this time, Robin Wood able to drop to the bottom and hold on to that 3rd spot in the 61. Good battle in the back of the pack. Shagnon, Sales, and the 09. Skip Liberty right there in the 59 as well. Single file up front and then a gap back to Robin Wood in the 61. Trouble, Shagnon goes around. Shagnon's 86 spins. Wells spins the 00. Both those cars refire, will stay green. Right now, it's Jamie Begor and Richie Turner. They've got the show to decide it. Robin Wood running comfortably into that number 3 spot. Sean Duquette 4th. Bucko Branham is 5th. Brian Chris 6th. Larry Underwood. He was up as high as 3rd. He's now back to 7th. The 82 of Toby Ebersol runs 8th. 9th to Tyler Terry in the 76. Followed by Jimmy Bushy and the 79 of Jason Bonnet. The Begor Supply, number 19 of Jamie Begor, is your leader. They're going to be halfway this time by. Begor leads Turner by 2 car lengths. Robin Wood's got 3rd. It's still Duquette, Branham, and Chris battling it out for that number 4 spot. Leaders starting to work their way into lap traffic. They get by the Wells 00. Shagnon pulls high in the 86. He's actually headed back to the garage area. Now it's nothing but clear sailing in front for the 2 leaders. Howard Stoner returns into 57. Richie Turner staying within about a car length and a half of Jamie Begor in the 19. Sportsman starting to settle down and run in single file in those top 5 spots. After the top 2, Robin Wood has now put a little distance between himself and Sean Duquette, who runs 4th. Bucko is still 5th. Brian Chris is 6th. Now Branham taking a peek to the inside of Duquette. Branham's got inside line, and he's right alongside the 18 car. Meanwhile, they're side by side further back. Bushy and Terry. 3 wide around the 00 of Wells. Branham in the middle, Duquette on the far outside. Here comes Underwood. Larry Underwood works to pick up a spot. Bucko now runs 4th. Larry Underwood is 5th. Brian Chris is 6th. And Sean Duquette now back to 7th. $22 down for your leader, Jamie Begor. He's got 8 to go. Got to hold off Richie Turner, who's right there on his back bumper as they move around the Stoner 57. Begor now opening up. Turner had problems getting by Stoner's 57. That allowed Jamie Begor to open up a little distance between himself and the 2nd place car. There'll be 5 to go next time by. 5 to go. Bushy goes around in the 11 in turn 2. Bushy trying to refire the 11, can't do it. Caution flag is out on lap 25. Now his dance partner outside is Richie Turner. Robin Wood, Bucko Branham in row 2, back to the green. This is a 5-lap shootout for the cash. Now Wood on the inside, look out, the 09 goes around. He gets T-boned by the 47 of Eric Sales. Wood, Branham, top 2 rows, 5 laps for the cash, back to the green. This time Richie Turner able to cut down in front of Robin Wood. But here comes Wood on the inside in turn 3, and Wood goes to second. Turner on the outside, back to third. That's going to open up the door for Bucko to come by. Larry Underwood now looks inside the 17 car. They battle for the 4th spot. Sean Duquette's going to move up, as does Brian Chris. Turner looks like he's got a tire going down. Left front tire may be flat on the Turner 17. Two to go for Jamie Begor. Robin Wood, Bucko Branham. Those two will decide the second place car, as they're still 3 or 4 car lengths behind Begor. White flag is out. Begor gets the win. Robin Wood second. Bucko Branham third. Fourth to Sean Duquette. Fifth will go to the 79 car of Jason Bonnet. How about a nice round of applause for the points leader? Bucko Branham gets third tonight. That points lead is going to get even bigger. Bucko well on his way to a track championship here in the J&S Steel Sportsman division. Jamie Begor about to bring the checkers back.
Jamie's climbing out of the car now. Win number 1. Nice round of applause for Jamie Begor.
Jamie, come on over. Good job, Jamie.
Now, Jamie, you were able to take the lead off very quick. Lap number 1 coming out of turn number 4, you pulled ahead. And go ahead, talk about your race for us.
It was a good race. We finally got the monkey off our back and held on for 30 laps. So I had a really good car, and got to thank my crew, Timmy and Dean. Those guys work really hard at this thing, and my sponsors, my friends, my family. Without those guys, I couldn't do it.
All right, nice job, Jamie Begor. Win number 1 on 2008.
The winner guys will go green to checkers. It's just bound to happen. Perena on the inside. Gets a good jump. Green flag is out. Mike Perena just took off when the cars hit turn 4. And it looked like Santillo's 88 did not want to go. But in the meantime, Dave Demore from his 3rd starting spot has now grabbed the lead. Shane Bombard second in the 61. Butch Lemire, Billy Twaits battle for that 3rd spot. Lemire in the 57. Looks to the far inside of Bombard. Lemire will go to second. No. Twaits on the outside is going to take second. Lemire coming back on the inside. Twaits gets his 69 to the bottom of the racetrack and puts Butch Lemire into that number 3 spot. Here comes Captain Thunder. He's 4th, closing in on the top 3. Shane Bombard 5th, Dustin Duval 6th, CJ Lavers now 7th. Billy Twaits looking for a way by Dave Demore. He looked inside, he looked outside, and he still can't get by that 86 car. Rick Donor closing in quickly. Those 2nd and 3rd place cars know they gotta go now. Demore drifts a little bit high up the backstretch. Here comes Twaits on the inside for the lead. Billy Twaits is your new leader. Captain Thunder looking inside of Butch Lemire. These are the 2 guys duking it out for the points title. Donor with a slim lead coming into tonight's action has now put Butch Lemire back to the 4th spot. Donor's now going to take 2nd. He drifts high, a little momentum boost going into turn 3 with help of the 57 car. Lemire's 57 gave a little smack in the rear end to Rick Donor, which gave him a little bit more mo than he wanted and forced him high into turn number 3. That opened up the door, and now Lemire's got 2nd. But he's got Donor right with him, halfway. Bill Twaits has started to check out on the field. Twaits in the 69, Lemire's 57, Donor's 95, Demore 4th, CJ Lavere is 5th. Good battle for that 2nd place positioning. Butch Lemire's 57, Rick Donor's 95. Then we drop back to another good battle between Demore and Lavere. Then we come back to Justin Donor and Dustin Duval. Be 5 to go this time by for the 69 of Bill Twaits. Donor 3rd, Lemire 2nd. If they finish that way, Butch Lemire will pick up 4 points on Rick Donor. Now Donor looking to the inside. Rick Donor's got a nose. Will he hold that position on the turn 4? Donor now goes to 2nd. Butch Lemire back to 3rd. If they finish this way, it'll be Donor that picks up the 4 points. He'll do his best to keep Butch Lemire right behind him, as there's no way they're going to run down Bill Twaits. Twaits is long gone. They circle through turn 3 into turn 4 to complete lap number 13. They will see 2 to go from Weasel Bruno. 2 to go. Donor has started to open up a little room on Butch Lemire's 57. Butch is running solidly in that 3rd spot. Caution flag is out as Jerry Sweenyer has spun the 51 car in turn 2. Butch Lemire, Justin Donor, Dave Demore, Dustin Duval. Top 6 cars, 2 to go, green flag. We'll see if Rick Donor can fly up on the outside and move alongside Twaits. Here comes Justin Donor thinking about 3 wide. Rick Donor's hung out on the far outside. He's going to lose 2 spots. One to go for Billy Twaits. Butch Lemire, Justin Donor run side by side for that 2nd spot. Then we've got the 86 of Demore, the 95 and the 12 battling for 5th. Checkered flag is out. Your winner, Billy Twaits. Justin Doner second. Butch Lemire third. Fourth goes to the 86 of Dave Demore. Once again, we want to remind everybody that raffle tickets are available down at the Mike Watts photo booth. $1 a piece, 6 for $5 for the mini bike. We'll be drawing a winner of that during the Enduro on October 4th. And all proceeds from that raffle will be going right to the Drivers' Point Fund. So the money's certainly going to a good cause. You might want to pick up some tickets for your chance to win the mini bike. $1 a piece, 6 for $5, available down at the Mike Watts photo.
Here he comes, Billy Twaits, third win of the year. All right, Bill, you took the lead lap 4 coming down in the stripe. Go ahead and, you held him off pretty well throughout the race. You had probably 10 car length advantage over Butch Lemire, and then Rick Doner got up to him. 10 car length advantage you held. Go ahead and talk about your race.
Well, in the beginning of the race, somebody had a mishap up front, and I kind of scooted up through it, and it all worked out for me, but believe me, when Rick come up behind me, I was worried. But it all worked out good.
Always got to be afraid when Captain Thunder's behind you. Nice job, third win of the season.
Thank you, buddy.
Back upstairs to Rick Knowles.
Ellen and Baker set a slow pace in turn number 3. Now they pick it up a little bit in turn 4. Off turn 4, grid is out. Anxious moments there for Wade Whitney in the 24. But he's able to get it refired, and he's staying green. Mike Whalen, your leader in the 11. He's got a 2-pronged challenge. LaVarn Way in the 34. And Garrett in the 84. Look out, Chad Collins. Contact with the wall, then he's hit by the 25 of Josh Blake. Caution flag is out on lap number 1. Bordeaux, Josh Laporte, row 3. Look out, Myers, 75, doesn't want to fire. Now he's going, green is out. LaVarn Way on the outside. Half a car length advantage on the 11 of Whalen. Guerin runs third. April Bordeaux now runs fourth. Side by side for that number 1 spot. Whalen drifts high. Here comes Guerin on the inside for the lead. He's going to bring April Bordeaux with him into the number 2 spot as Timmy Gadway now runs third in the 63. Look out, Cody Myers goes around. The 24 of Whitney's involved. Myers taking the 75 right back to the garage area. Whitney trying to refire the 24, and he's got it going. Guerin is your leader. Look out, car spinning in the backstretch. Couple headed over to the Jersey barriers. The 34 of Josh LaVarn Way running 5th in the 46. Green is out. Three wide into turn 1, and there goes Gadway. Timmy Gadway's got the lead. Josh Laporte's got second. And here comes Woodward. The Silver Streak has got third. Gilligan's on the move in the 77 car. He's looking inside of Woodward. Good battle for that third spot between Woodward and Guerin. Woodward takes third. Here comes Gilligan. The SS Minnow is on the move. He's now third. Woodward is fourth. Guerin trying to sneak by on the inside. Three wide action into turn 3. Everybody gets by. Malcolm Woodward taking to the inside, kicking up the dirt. The 34 car for the LaVarn Way, limping, trying to desperately get back to the garage area and not bring out another caution. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. Caution flag is out. Here they come. Gadway got the lead. Gilligan's going to follow him through and take that second spot. And it's going to put Laporte in the 45, back to third. Blondo's now fourth. Halfway this time by. Speedy Brissett now running fifth. Speedy looking on the inside as they go 3 wide off turn 4. He's in a good battle with Kurt Seymour in the 357. Brissett 5th, Seymour outside is 6th. Eric Riel is 7th. Now Eric looks inside of Speedy as the 03's off the pace. The 03 seemed to slow as they went up the backstretch. He got passed by a couple of cars, but he's fired once again and gaining around. This time by, Randy Martin will have 5 to go to try to get by Tim Gadway. Martin pulls right alongside, runs high down the front stretch. They are side by side at the line. Gadway and Martin run 1-2. Josh Laporte running in the 3rd spot. Randy Martin to the 78 for the lead. One car spinning up the backstretch, kicking up the dirt. I believe that's the 84 of Randy Guerin. He's got it refired, will stay green. Gilligan in the 77 is starting to pull away from Tim Gadway. They'll complete lap 13. This time by, there'll be 2 to go. 2 to go for Randy Martin. Trouble in turn 2. One car goes around. That's Eric Riel, 02. White flag, 1 to go for Gilligan. Checkered flag will fall this time by, and Randy Martin's got another win. Martin wins it easily. Gadway 2nd, Josh Laporte 3rd, Kurt Seymour 4th. At the line, Jason Blondo gets the 5th spot. Speedy Brissett gets 6th. Malcolm Woodward 7th. Brock Begor 8th. Jason McClatchy 9th. And April Bordeaux rounds out the top 10 in the 23. All right, Rob is headed trackside. He'll get a word with Gilligan. Don't forget, Powder Puff Racing coming up next.
Randy Martin getting out of the car. Win number 6 on the year for Randy. Congratulations, Randy. You had trouble last week, failed tech. Obviously put some hard work into the car this week and came back and finished strong. Go ahead and talk about your race.
It was a hard race coming from the back. It always is. There's a lot of wrecks, people going all over, and like you said, a lot of work after last week. Just glad to be back.
Anyone you like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank Joe Warren, Eddie Kilburn, Don Dervage. Without his help, I couldn't have did it.
All right, Randy Martin, win number 6 of 2008 for Debbie Dubuque. You can go ahead and call it. 6 laps the distance. Here they come off of 4. Green flag.
We got Amanda Martin. She's running pretty fast. She said she's going to win tonight, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Amanda Doder running, that's Amanda Martin running in the second spot. That's Gilligan's either wife or girlfriend. Look out. Sarah
We got a
Chris.
spinner.
Mark Heron's number 5. Driving that is Sarah Doner.
She got to restart it spinning around. Unfortunately, she's going to start last. She had a good run, so we'll see what happens.
Might need a tow truck to get that one. Here they come off 4. Gilligan's wife. Toledo, green flag.
She's really going to have to put the hammer down if she wants to catch the lead again in this race.
Oh!
And around she goes. She
Watch
looks
out.
like she might end up on one of those 3-hour tours. See if she
Another
can get
spinner,
it.
Amy Doner spins it over there.
We'll see if Amanda can get the 13.
Another flag.
I think it's going to be a pretty close race. These girls seem to know what they're doing the second time around. The number 2 of Angela Dodge just seems to take off and dominate at this point.
Now, I think if Weasel would have given the green to the 1, I think we'd see a big advantage right now.
We got the number 8 of Sarah Chris closing in. Nope, she's on the inside. We'll see what happens with those two. We also have the number 10 closing in.
As you see, clearly Amy Doner, the fastest car in this group. Sarah Chris taking the lead off of 4. Halfway.
Looks like we got a new leader for the ladies. We got Sarah Chris out front with a dominant lead. We'll see what happens. We got the new number 2 coming in. She seems to be a little more confident in the corners.
Debbie
Take
Dubuque
that
looks
back.
under for the second spot. Here comes Amanda Martin for the third spot.
We got the 2 to go from Weasel. We'll see what happens. Sarah Chris is just putting that pedal to the metal in the backstretch.
At this time, as they come off of 4, Weasel shows them the white flag with 1 to go.
If Amanda Martin wants to win this, she's really going to have to put the pedal down. She's going to try the outside line. Here she goes.
Amanda Martin's going to try everything. This time, she's going to go to the outside.
And coming
Let's
to
see
the
if she
checker
can
flag,
get it
we
down.
got Sarah Doner.
Sarah Chris. Photo finish for second. It looked like the 13 for Amanda Martin. Third to the 61 of Debbie Dubuque.
Car in gear so it doesn't roll.
Nice job by the trophy girl, Joe Desatel, to hold that car back. Showing his strength tonight.
Bet you Weasel hasn't had to do that in a long time. Just goes to show you that you can drive the car, but you can't necessarily park it. How about a big round of applause for this young lady winning the Renegade Powder Puff? We had some technical difficulties last time Billy Joe had gone out. We'll see if the car stays together this time.
Well, the 2 team cars are having a nice race.
It almost looks like another episode of Driving Away Miss Daisy.
Driving away, Miss Daisy.
Billy Joe Burnham easing the car around.
If these two cars in the back keep up this pace, Billy Joe will have them 3 laps down.
I wonder if she knows. She's way ahead.
I wonder if these ladies know that the clutch is the one all the way to the left and the gas is the one all the way to the right. Billy Joe's just taking it easy out front.
We were saying that about you, Sam, when you were driving Scott's car in the Powder Puff last time.
Well, Rick, that car doesn't have a clutch.
Nikki Wells, lapped by Billy Joe. Halfway for Billy Joe.
Halfway there. Billy Joe.
Billy Joe now coming up on the lap car of Monique Liberty.
59 being drafted by the 20. Here we go.
I think she's going to psych her out. Oh, here we go, they're racing. There she goes. We got Billy Joe putting both Skip Liberty's cars a lap down.
Popsicle sticks are out, this time for Billy Joe. 2 to go. Bobby has a good idea.
I don't know if Billy Joe thought coming into this that she was going to win, but she's
White
definitely...
flag for Billy Joe. We're
Weasel
gonna give
waving
Monique
that white
Liberty
flag.
the white flag this time too.
And Weasel gives Billy Joe the checkers. Here she comes.
She wins by 3/4 of a point.
I don't know, Rob. Did she put them where? I guess I'm going to have to ask Bucko next week. She goes to the same school of racing. Let's give her a round of applause. She's out of the car getting a handshake from Weasel.
That's not an official fire station.
Smile, Billy Joe.
She had to straighten her hair first.
For 4.
Weasel's giving the green flag. We already have contact off of turn 1.
Everyone drifts up the track. There goes Ashley Donor. Already passed 4 cars on half a lap.
I think coming into this, Ashley Donor was the favorite for this race. She seems to have been dominating for the last couple of years.
We got a challenge for the lead. Sam Bigelow. No, we don't. Ashley Donor spins the 46.
I think these girls are setting faster laps than the girls in the Tigers did. Seem to be a little less fearless.
Tanya Whitney leads them through turn 2. Again, keep an eye on that 95 of Ashley Donor. Favorite coming into this event.
We had the 23 of Miss Bigelow catching up. She seems to have dropped back a little bit. She better keep on her pace if she's... Never mind.
Here we go. We got a pass for the lead. Sam Bigelow takes the lead. Gonna work under.
Oh, we got the 69 in the dirt. Cuts down. Contact. contact with the 46.
Ashley Donor looking for a line on the inside. Now it's there.
We got the 23 of Sam Bigelow with a dominant lead up front. She seems to be pretty comfortable up there. These girls are really flying compared to the Tiger race.
Here comes Sam Bigelow off of 4. White flag.
I don't think the owner of the O2 Warrior is going to be very happy when he finds out she never shifted into third. Weasel giving the field the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Here comes Sam Bigelow off of 4. She'll win it. Ashley Donor second.
Got the
Tanya
24
Whitney
of
third.
Tanya Whitney right behind.
All right, she's getting out of the car. Nice round of applause for Sam Bigelow.
Rob, I think I've seen that fire suit before. It's a one-of-a-kind purple number that I think Scotty is pretty jealous of.
Now, will he work on that car tomorrow, or is he going to wait till next Friday to do that again? Speechless.